I think it's incredibly important that everyone across the nation celebrates it. But we can't just stop there.
The Juneteenth holiday is just a couple of days away, and many parts of the state aren't just celebrating on Sunday. Many are taking advantage of the weekend to honor this day in American history. Our Brenda Rodriguez joins us now to tell us more about this holiday. Brenda.
Well, Maggie, Juneteenth is the nation's youngest federal holiday, but it dates back to 1865. That's more than 150 years ago. Now, the director of U of I's Black African American Cultural Center, Mario Pyle, says that it's important to learn and understand this piece of history and also embrace and respect the Black community in the Gem State.
It wasn't until 1865, June 19th, hence the Juneteenth, the combination of the two words. The Union Army traveled to Galveston, Texas to read the proclamation order that the enslaved Africans were free.
Texas was the first to recognize the date of June 19th, also known as Juneteenth, as Freedom Day or Emancipation Day. Texas was the last Confederate state where the proclamation was announced.
The year later, African Americans had started celebrating, as early as that, had started celebrating their emancipation and their liberty from slavery.
And although the date has always been an important part of American history, the day became a federal holiday many years later in June of 2021.
Gentrification still exists. Forms of education keeping Black folks out of education, all those different ways. Healthcare, I think those all are tied to why Juneteenth has taken so long to be recognized.
Juneteenth is celebrated all over the country with many events including parades, barbecues, informationals, foods, and well, the list goes on. But unfortunately, many organizers have had to adjust the way they promote events, including some here in Idaho for safety reasons.
The locations are not released until the day or weekend of the event. Why is that?
Ever since the Emancipation, you had the rise of the Ku Klux Klan, and that just trickled into many different terrorist organizations on the soil. But one thing that has never happened, there has not been a strong push from the top down about this is unacceptable and we won't tolerate people who think this way and act this way.
The director of the Black African American Cultural Center at the University of Idaho, Mario Pyle, says it's important to understand and to talk to the Black community and Black-owned businesses on ways to respectfully honor them.
So I think taking a step back would be engaging in with those businesses before Juneteenth and asking them, how can we best support you?
So instead of non-Black companies throwing the Juneteenth logo on
ice cream, Vaseline, and I saw, unfortunately, numerous of other things, and that's what we don't want.
Pyle says a better way would be
putting it into the curriculum in every school. Whether the school is predominantly white is irrelevant. Every school should be learning about Juneteenth.
Pyle says he hopes this weekend is full of knowledge and respect in every part of the Gem State.
We want to be seen, we want to be loved. And what does that look like? Let's ask the question, what is it to love the Black community? Because we're a diverse group of people, and bringing all that diversity to the table. Juneteenth is about all of that.
And just like I mentioned, events are happening all over the state, including a Juneteenth celebration in Moscow. And Pyle says it's important to be respectful and mindful of the Black community when entering their spaces.
I like the idea of talking to the people in your life who are Black and say, how can I honor you? Or
Yes.
how can I honor your family? Or how can I help be a part of this?
Yeah.
You know, that's a great way to do it. So
Yeah.
he has some good advice there.
He
Thank
really
you so
does.
much, Brenda, for that.